Happy Halloween. I don't know what that was. Sorry.
I don't know. Oh, hey. Oh, hi.
Oh, whoa. Okay. There we go. Hey. Oh, nope. There we go. That was weird. Hold on. We're coming. It's me. We're here. Hey. I do still have my costume on. Just give me a second. We're getting it going. You see darkness like your soul. Oh, is there like a Halloween music one? Doesn't look like it. All right. Hey, guys. Thank you. How's everybody doing today? Grandson is wearing a bluey onesie. I actually have two of these. I have a narwhal one too. I decided to go with the red panda. Hey, Steffi. Let's say hi to everyone. Hey, Steffi. Hey, Eleanor. Angel. Hi, Laura. Hi, Clara. Hi. Katie. Hi. I'm assuming that's what K80 is Katie. Hi, Paige. Hello. Jennifer. Hi. Jose. How you doing? Aaron. Hello. Angel. Hi. Did I get everyone? I think I got everyone. How's everybody doing today? Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. A live filled with pandemonium. Ba-dumps. Happy spooky day. Be very interested to see what today is like. Should make bets on how many people are gonna come in and call me, say that something's wrong with me because I'm wearing this wearing this. You don't need to see yourself out. That was a great joke. It's the world I live in. Oh, I don't care. But taking bets is always fun. Guys, don't forget to hit that heart and hit that thumbs up. Or they won't know what a red panda is. That's probably true, actually. That's probably the biggest thing that's going to happen, is they won't know what I'm dressed as. Although they would know even less if I wore the narwhal one. Think we should do a midstream costume switch? Maybe I'll do something where if I hit like 50 concurrent viewers over on the tube, over here on YouTube, I'll switch over. That's like my goal, is to get to 50 over here. Actually, my goal is to be higher over on the tube than it is over on TikTok, but we'll see how long that will take. What would you do if your manager says jokingly they're thinking about dressing up? Contact HR. That's what I would do. Because obviously your manager needs some more training. Because that's frightening and pathetic all at the same time. Dress like a clown and say you are them. Yeah, that's a big yikes. That's a big yikes. So are anybody doing anything for Halloween today? People at home? People just staying home and giving out? I wish some people would just not. Yeah. Yeah. It really shows how little people like think before they speak anymore. It's your son's 35th birthday. Happy birthday. Just chilling, giving out candy. Nice. Are you guys that are giving out candy also putting things like ramen in there or something? Going around the community with your daughters? Nice. Debating going to a concert with your broken foot. When did you break your foot? It definitely feels like there is more disappointment than excitement. Guys, by the way, so if you're in the Discord, I put a link to music video. For those of you that saw the video that I did with Joliet, we're talking about being a mother, talking about music, all that stuff. She's the one that I'm writing a song with. She just released her new song today. It's called Two Ghosts. It's also available on Bandcamp. If you like it and you want to actually like own it and help her out, but you should definitely watch it. It's a really good song. You broke your pinky too, but the bruise has taken over half your foot now. Dang. Trick-or-treating with the golf cart. There you go. There you go. Super sad. I thought I had the office to myself. CFH just showed up. Oh, I could write a book on the stuff she's done. Fun. You guys are doing... Your wife is 6 and you're 7? 6, 7? I still don't get that. I know how to do it, but I don't get it at all. No one does. Well, that's obviously not true that no one does, but no one outside of Gen Alpha knows. You have full-size candy bars, popcorn, apples, potatoes, ramen, and little toys. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. I'm sure your community will really appreciate it. Nightmare Before Christmas, as is tradition. My wife and daughter have been watching horror movies like for the last month. Went to a trunk or treat at their school and everyone was screaming 6, 7 after they noticed it. Heck yeah. That's hilarious. You guys were the popular family? You might dress up as Wednesday Addams? Heck yeah. Hey, enjoy being the popular family while you can. Once your kids get older, you're never going to be the popular family. Just watched a bunch of horrors this past week. Fun. How you doing, Georgie? Halloween is the family's favorite holiday. We all go out every year. Nice. It's definitely my daughter's favorite. I love the decorating for Christmas. Christmas decorating is my favorite. Even if what this country has turned it into is something that I'm not a huge fan of. I just love the lights and the colors. That's all. That's just always fun for me. I miss taking my kids trick-or-treating. Yeah, I don't know. That one's not as huge for me. There's gotta be. Hold on. Spooky. Here we go. There we go. We got spooky music. I found it. Christmas decorations go up the 23rd and come down the 26th. Dang. No, we would put them up tomorrow if we could. We would literally put them up tomorrow if we could. Hey, Maureen. I've never been one to dress up, but decided as a middle-aged hag. There you go. Parents never allowed me and my brother to participate in Halloween growing up. Didn't get to celebrate until I was in high school, really? Or did they believe that it was like of the devil kind of a thing? Can we get a spooky small vid? Maybe. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. Let me try. Decorate your tree on Black Friday. You always had the tree and the day after Thanksgiving, so it was up for my birthday in case I wasn't aware that my birthday and Christmas gifts were already combined. Mine get combined all the time. Oh, here we go. This one will work. Yeah. Halloween was of the devil. Dang. That's friggin' hilarious and sad. I wonder how many people are going to come in today and say that to me. You are of the devil because you are celebrating Halloween. Is it loading? Oh. Okay. Give me a second. There you go. There's your Halloween video. Then our church started doing trunk or treat and they chilled out. Most people forget my birthday. because my birthday is so close to Christmas. Although it's not as close to Christmas as my older brother's birthday, which is even closer to Christmas. But most people forget my birthday, which is, I don't know, I'm kind of just used to it at this point. I mean, that's my birthday, Laura. Which I think we knew that, but yeah, that's my birthday. Everyone broke and tired. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Oh, yeah. So I had a grandmother whose birthday was in December. So mine's on the 22nd. One of my brothers is on Christmas Eve, and then my brother-in-law's was the day after Christmas. And then our anniversary is also in December. So yeah, it's it's a crazy month. So she celebrated him in June. We'd considered that. Yeah. December is pretty bananas. Although not this year, because we're not spending money like we were. I've already told, like, other than buying from some small businesses that we know that we're going to look at, in general, we're not going to get as much, so. All I want for Christmas is to be monetized on this platform. That's what I want for Christmas. That's what I want for my birthday. I know someone who got married on her husband's birthday so he wouldn't forget their anniversary. There you go. Kids are both October 25th and 31st, 14 years and 6 days apart. Dang. That is a broke month. I'll be very interested to see what this live ends up being like. Can you guys hear the music? Okay. Or whatever this is. I'm not even sure I'd call it music, but you can't? Okay, hold on. Well, let's fix that. I thought you could. Yeah, for right now, it's laughs and screams. I don't know why it's laughs and screams. But it is. October's your favorite month. I love October because it starts finally feeling like fall. That's why I like October. Guys, make sure if you haven't hit that thumbs up that you do, and also tap that heart. Helps push this live out to other people as they're looking for stuff to watch. You can only hear. By the way, guys, if you haven't watched the most recent episode of the podcast, please do. It's a really good episode. I know it might not quite be for everyone, but I think it could actually help a lot of people. And you get to see me be psychoanalyzed. It's really funny, actually. This year I'm trying to plan on participating in the block party, but I also want to be extra for the kids. They have dealt with more than the average bear this year. I feel you, Steffi. Your son and nephew were born 25 hours apart. It's just the best month around here because then, like, we don't have to run the air conditioning or the heat. We can, like, open the windows and enjoy the weather. That's what I love about it. It just hasn't been quiet. No, I understand. I understand why. This is a weird playlist. I don't know if I can do this playlist, guys. Let's see if the next one's any better. Okay, that's a little better. I think I'm going as Zoe from KPDH. Nice. I'm gonna go to Chipotle for their Halloween discount. Oh. You like the video? Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good video. I've become such a Scrooge when it comes to Christmas. I saw stores already putting up decorations and we just hit Halloween. Yeah, Philip. My wife is the same way. When she sees that, and I'm sort of the same way. I think it's kind of weird, but I don't know. I just ignore it. It doesn't bother me. Sonic has 50-cent corn dogs today. Let me have until Thanksgiving at least. It's fair. My daughter forbids putting up Christmas before Thanksgiving. My wife does as well. If I had my way, I would put it up tomorrow. Your sister's going as Princess Peach. Nice. Nice. Quality. Happy Hallow Thanksmas. There you go. Your nephews are Mario and Luigi. Nephew's going as Captain America. Nice, nice, nice. Quality choice. Quality choice. Da-da-da-da-da. One year I was really depressed and put my Christmas up just before Halloween. Yeah. My mom's side of the family started decorating for Christmas on September. We get 4 months of holiday cheer. Dang. See, that's a little too much. Like, I wouldn't even do that. I agree with the idea of not having it up too long because it loses some of its like specialness if you have it up too long. But that's 4 months is a little too long. It's the music that really irritates. I can understand that. I can understand that. It's just a Filipino thing? I wonder why. What about Filipino would make it a thing? Filipinos just like Christmas. Christmas music is depressing. I definitely think this day and age, the happiness that is Christmas music is hard to swallow with everything that's going on in the world. I can understand that. I could definitely understand that. Filipinos love Christmas. So wait, is the Philippines? I can't remember my map. Are the Philippines in the southern hemisphere? So does that mean it's warmer at Christmas time? Although, are they like near the equator? I don't remember where the Philippines are in relation to anything. I know the general gist of where they are. Are they like equatorial? I have a cousin whose birthday is Christmas Eve. Yeah, that's a rough one. I know people whose birthday is Christmas Day. That's even worse. All right, guys. It's time for the fun to begin. Hey, Robbie. Who's ready for the fun? So it stays warm. That would be weird for me. Like, that's the weird part for me, right? Is this idea that of it being warm on Christmas. I know for you guys it's probably like it's just normal. But for me, it would just be weird. Hanson? Bop da ba doo wop. $80 plus, but this year feels good. That's nice. That's always good. I like how Australians must feel with Christmas happening during the summer. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. Doing espresso shots this morning. There you go. Oh, I know, not bop. I was just making sure that was the Hanson we were talking about. Hey, Jeremiah. This morning was 51. Dang, 51 in Florida. Have people decided it's the end of the world as we know it? Pretty much. A lot of traffic. Yeah. And I feel fine. Hell freezes over now and then. It's fair, it's fair. What's up, Eric? Can't wait to go to snow with family. I miss snow. I miss snow a lot. Definitely miss the snow. Kind of glad I don't live in the snow, but definitely miss the snow. Hey, Mindful. Happy Halloween. How are you doing? Thank you. It was literally I've got a second one hanging up in my closet. I told the tube this morning, because I go live for 30 minutes over there first. I said if we get to 50 concurrent viewers, I'll change into, I have a narwhal one too that I'll change into if we hit 50. Happy Halloween. How are you doing, Books? On the nice side, I don't have to worry about being cold at all. Like, not even a little bit. It's a red panda, Susan. I'm a red panda. Good morning. How you doing, Ash? Guys, if you're over on TikTok, please tap that nose. Nope. GOP shutdown. GOP are in the majority. It's their responsibility to negotiate. They have chosen not to negotiate at all and just try and keep putting the same one forth again and again and again and again and again. Large ambulance company drops largest insurance provider. Dang. Happy Halloween, Darkin. Well, obviously you didn't read where I said I don't debate. So, feel free to move on. Good morning, Brits. You're being a onesie mermaid today? Heck yeah. Yeah, but when you got in, it said right there on the welcoming thing that I don't debate. We don't debate here. Clara. Dressed up as a 65-year-old retired photographer? Nice. Nice. That must have taken you a while to figure out. Gotta love that private healthcare system. I know, right? Oof. You vote in Virginia? Good. Good. Because the government does everything so well. I don't know what you're talking about. Do anything with the e-files? Yes. Mike Johnson is on PBS. Okay. You mentioned private healthcare. Well, someone else mentioned private healthcare, but yeah. And yes, universal single-payer healthcare would be a lot better than private healthcare. Like about 1 million times better. And cheaper. I feel like I should change. Should we do this? Where are we? There we go. The Affordable Care Act is not health care. T-Bird. The Affordable Care Act is just a marketplace. Happy Halloween. Wait. Hey, Mike. Red has become so tainted for you now. That's fair. Good morning, Kia. Hey, Chameleonaire. Again, T-Bird, the Affordable Care Act is not health care. The Affordable Care Act is a marketplace. No one said it was perfect, but getting rid of it will just cause more people to be without health care, especially small business owners. No, the reason there's a shutdown is because the GOP doesn't want to do their job, which is negotiate. It's their job to negotiate. They haven't negotiated at all. Thought you weren't going to debate. I'm not debating. Plus TSA is about to walk. Yup. They shouldn't. Yes, they actually do have to negotiate. That's what the whole purpose of the filibuster is. Literally the purpose of the filibuster is to require the majority to negotiate with the minority. That's why it exists. The Republicans can get rid of the filibuster if they want. Guys, please, if you're over on TikTok, please tap that nose. Helps push it out to other people. Join the team. Share it. Thank you, Ghost. Yes, Mike Johnson is great at grandstanding for the cameras. Yep. Our town. Oh, I'm sorry, Angel. He did, Philip. He did call for that. How could the Republicans get rid of what the Dems want? The only options are either the Republicans negotiate so they can get the Dems votes, the Dems give in and just vote for it, or the Republicans get rid of the filibuster and then all they need is a majority. Those are the options. Those are the only options they got. Is this the longest shutdown? I don't know. I don't know what the longest shutdown is. Republicans are not getting ready to filibuster. Are not getting... They can't filibuster. $35 days is the longest. Gotcha. So we're close. To do the nuclear option wouldn't it be nice if he has to swear in AG and then break the party line votes to get rid. Happy Halloween. Thank you. They all left for the weekend. Shocker. Probably will never open again. I highly doubt that. Do they need a unanimous vote? No. They do not need a unanimous vote. To get rid of the filibuster, it's just a Senate rule. So the majority of the Senate can get rid of it. It's not a clean CR. For the filibuster to get past the filibuster, they need 60 votes. To get rid of the filibuster, they don't. What's not clean about it? The things that were in the spring are now no longer funded. So PBS, USAID, they're never gonna get rid of. Well, then they're gonna have to negotiate, because that's how it works. The majority, the purpose of the filibuster is to require the majority to negotiate with the minority. That's clean. Nope, that's not what clean means, Mateo. Again, Karen, you don't seem to understand how a negotiation works. Hey, Amy. I used to tell people my name is short for Evanescence. Nice. Filibuster is never going away. Oh, okay. Well, then the GOP are going to have to learn how to negotiate. Happy Halloween. Because the point of the filibuster is to require the majority to negotiate with the minority. Enjoy all my pet projects going away? You know that... Never mind. Thank you. Hey, Spear. Oh, it's not just a hat, Spear. It's a whole costume. Got a tail and everything. Sup, Flamingo? Guys, if you're over on TikTok, please tap that nose. It pushes it out to other people. Or if you want to go over and hang out over on the tube, if we get to 50, I'll change it to my narwhal costume. It's not clean, and they have to negotiate. That's the point of the filibuster. That's literally the point of the filibuster. You guys don't seem to get the literal whole point of the filibuster is to require the majority to negotiate with the minority. Actually, the Republicans are, and the Speaker of the House even admitted it. That the whole reason they are not funding SNAP with the emergency funds that they have available to do it is to put pressure on Democrats to vote for it. It's the same bill. Voting for the same bill 13 times is not... That's childish. So, no, the GOP are leveraging food. Which is why you have communities and states stepping up and actually being human beings with humanity. Nope. That's not how negotiation works. Negotiate now. They've been doing nothing for 31 days. Why don't they negotiate now? They could have it over with. No, the GOP refused to let it happen. There's emergency funds that they could release right now. There's emergency funds that they could release, and they are refusing to do it. Yup. No, all you know, Fallen, is what you want to believe. It's the GOP are in the majority. That's not how... That is exactly how it works. You're right. Feeding children and making sure people have health care is horrible policy. Wanting people to have health care is such a horrible policy. On the same bill, that's not how things work, Mary Ann. Do you think... No, they won't use the nuclear option. Because they know that when they're in the minority, they're gonna be happy that they get a negotiating power. No, they wouldn't. You think people can afford to have their premiums go up 100%? Or more in some cases? No, they're not getting talked to. They're not getting negotiated. You get what you... That is a dumbass statement, Marianne. Goodbye. Yes, Heather. Prior to the ACA, you couldn't afford things. A lot of people couldn't afford healthcare at all. A lot of people couldn't get it because of pre-existing conditions. I'm a mom of 2 disabled kids and our SNAP benefits are going to stop. Thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry, Spear. They didn't cover up the expense of it. No, that starts next Friday, Small Rabbit. That doesn't start this week. I said there was a chance that I would still be doing it normal this week. Yeah. So next week is the start of it. Excuses. No. Chance. Talk about the subsidies now. Be an adult. Judge just ordered them to pay with the emergency funds. Good. By the way, if you're over here on TikTok, if you go over to the tube, if I get to 50 concurrent viewers over on the tube because I'm live there at the same time, then I will switch over to the narwhal costume I have. Yeah, I say it with a straight face. No, the emergency funds are literally there to use in case of a government shutdown, Charlie. That is literally the purpose of them. That is why they were there. Grow up, Chance. Seriously, grow up. It is not a contingency fund. It is an emergency fund to be used in case of a government shutdown. That is why it is there. There are not many, Jane. No, not for hurricanes. For government shutdown. That's literally in the document that talked about it. That they tried to get rid of and hide. Happy Halloween, Tiffany. Happy Halloween. Release the list. Also true. I truly wish all those billionaires would actually use their funds for good. Truth. FEMA would be for hurricanes. That is true. Nope. Judges are not blocking the list from being released. But nice try. Like, do you want to just make up other stuff, Charlie? Hey, Doug. We're at 25. Like I said, guys, if we can get over to 50 over there, you get to see me in a narwhal costume. If you need food, sell your Cadillac. By the way, if you're over on the tube, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're over here on TikTok, please tap that nose. Uh-oh. I know, ballroom bailouts for Argentina. Mm-hmm. Hey, April. Just jumped over the press conference, and MG is scared to talk about posts for getting rid of. Yeah, of course, because they don't want it. Music is fitting for some of these comments. I did see the clip of Billie Eilish, Philip. Yes. It was a great one. Yeah, his green ink, him in Japan was actually pretty frightening. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining the team. Good morning, Patty. Get refunds. I wish. I wish. Guys, we're at 30 people. We can get 20 more people over there. I'll switch it up to a narwhal costume. Thank you, Linda. I mean, they're definitely trying to make it hard for voting. That's for sure. Can we talk about how he thought the cognitive test was an IQ test? Ugh, Nicole, that was so sad. By the way, everyone that's over here, just so you know, I go live here and on the tube at the same time. I'm trying to grow over there mostly because we don't know what's going to happen here in the future. I also put out content twice a week. So an episode just came out yesterday and one came out earlier. If you like podcasts and if you like longer form content, as well as a place where you don't have to worry about getting your comments filtered, you should go hang out over there. And if I get to 50 concurrent viewers over there, then I will put on a narwhal costume. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate that. What song is this? Oh, gosh. It's called Lights Out by Tom Antonius. Never heard of it before. Who brags about naming animals? Who bragged about naming animals? This is not from any of those things. Oh, yeah. The IQ test. Or, yeah. Who thinks an IQ test is about remembering animals? Yeah. In Chicago, they're expanding to Hassel. Yeah, I heard about that, Kathleen. I wish that were surprising. I really wish that were surprising. Unfortunately, it's not. Oh, I know. It does sound like that music, but no, this is all music that's allowed to be used on a on the tube, so Yeah, that's pretty crazy, Kia. The kittens did not talk to us via your iPad. So if you are giving out candy today, I would strongly suggest, if you have the capability to also do things like offer like ramen or some food that people can take, because there are going to be a lot of people hurting. At least he knows what an elephant looks like. Does he, though? Folks are giving up potatoes, and the kids were loving it. Yeah, potatoes, ramen. That's loud. I can turn it down. You're giving out breakfast bars? We're going to set up a little pantry on our porch with easy foods that even kids can cook. Nice. Whatever they are, they can't be, they have to be, not have, like, they have to be allowed to be used on the tube, so. Why would I vote GOP? GOP don't care about Americans. They only care about themselves. They have no humanity. Stupidity is voting for a 34-time convicted felon. Doing granola bars and cups of Easy Mac and candy this year. Nice. The music's still there, Amy. It's just quieter. Wanted to keep it themed, so he created a monster for your table. Nice. Nope. Murphy. Filibuster is there for the express purpose of requiring the majority to negotiate with the minority. They haven't. That is the purpose of the filibuster. Nope. All they did was 13 times they voted on the exact same bill. They made no changes. Don't pretend like voting on the same bill 13 times is a flex. Hey, Heather. More concerned about milk, bread, meat, eggs than box or canned goods. I understand that. Oh, it definitely is a GOP shutdown. Again, do you people, like, what planet do you people live on? Hey, Music Maniac. Like, literally since the introduction of the filibuster, its entire purpose was to force the majority to negotiate with the minority. That is its reason for existing. And they have chosen not to negotiate at all. Thank you. Thank you, Music Maniac. Hey, Bien. I'll bring Smile to the Kiddos. I made Halloween stickers to give out with the candy to see if we can snag some food to hand out as well. Nice. A lot of these politicians could fund out of their own savings, possibly. No user, blah, 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 blah. Healthcare is not a pet project. Hey, Jamie. Look at that. That was a red panda with DJ. I agree, Kathleen. I'd much rather our tax dollars go to making healthcare affordable make it possible for people to stay on healthcare than to do what they're doing around Venezuela, that's for sure. Yeah, Missy. Guys, we need 19 more people over on the tube, and I'll change into a narwhal costume. Yeah, because in the end, Kathleen, it's the healthcare that is the real sticking point. That and the no negotiation. I don't know, Captain. That's a great question. You have your Beetlejuice t-shirt on? Heck yeah. Thank you, Ash. Yep. We hit the 30-minute mark. The GOP have the high dollar demands. They're literally adding $4 trillion to the national debt with the big, beautiful bill. What do you mean, who has the high dollar demands? It's literally the GOP. The GOP have added more to the national debt than like anybody. Tell the GOP to do their job. And the government will open. Ditto. The Democrats can only say they are open to negotiation. They cannot force the GOP to negotiate. Yes, Laura, unfortunately I have. It's bad. It's really bad. A lot of people are going to lose healthcare. You've never seen Hocus Pocus? Oh my goodness. Yikes. Oof. Guys, we need 17 more over on the tube. If you want a narwhal. 17 more. Hey, Tiffany. It is a good movie. 2 was good too. I liked both of them. Not watching Hocus Pocus is blasphemous. Ah, the normal comment. Okay, good. Well, it looks like we're at 35. 15 more. Can we get 15 more over there? It's a lot more fun over there, guys. That and the more people watch over there, it just means it hasn't updated yet. I can see the live numbers. It takes time for it to update for you guys. For some reason, they're like slow. And it probably wasn't 35 for very long. Come on over. Come on over, baby. By next Friday, the folks that lose Snap It Freely supporter are going to be loud. Starting tomorrow, when they get their, when everyone that's on the ACA right now gets their new premiums. There is no organization called that. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Silver Moon. Up. Kitty got over on the iPad. Some ex-friends of mine are on the ACA and they actually can afford regular insurance. I mean, I have no problem with anyone being on the ACA. It's a marketplace. Try the job life, wake up early, work all day, get some overtime, go home, go to bed, repeat, buy food. Grow up? No, no, no. Vote against Republicans. Why would I vote? Why would I vote for Republicans? Republicans voted in a 34-time convicted felon as president who lied 30,000 times. Like, do you guys hear yourself? No, they don't hear themselves. Which, you know, so be it. Lap laying down now. Aww. Doesn't matter what the underlying crime was. They are felonies according to the law. You thinking they should or shouldn't be felonies doesn't mean anything. Nope, it was 34 felonies. Convicted 34 times. The underlying crime. You're right. He has to have committed crime for them to be felonies. And it was found by a jury that he was guilty of all 34 counts. No matter what. No. Obviously, user blah, blah, blah. You've never been on this channel. I will point out fault in anyone that's at fault. This just isn't. Maybe you should grow up. No. It's not the Democrats' fault. They were not given... God. He is convicted of 34 felonies. Charged 34 times for the same thing. Yeah? And? What's your point? Still 34 felonies. Aw, thanks, Kelly. I looked up a family of 4 in Georgia, $100K a year. If the AC enhancement is dropped, they'll receive no subsidy. This year would have been $540 monthly, now $2,200 monthly. That's insane. And that's probably with pretty crappy, a pretty high deductible too. You were probably right, Kathleen. You were probably right. Hey, Lisa. Aw, Ash, thank you. Problem is they are researching. The problem is they think that they think that their opinions, they think that facts are subjective. That's the problem. Facts are facts. Opinions are subjective. You not agreeing with something doesn't make it wrong. You not liking something doesn't make it wrong. That goes for everybody, no matter which side of the aisle you're on. Talk about double standards? No, I'm pretty consistent. I will hold anyone accountable for a mistake they make. And and facts are facts. They aren't subjective. So can't be a double standard if you're talking facts. It literally can't be subjective. It can't be a double standard if you're talking about facts. Hey, thank you. Happy Halloween. Guys, if you're over here on the tube, I know numbers aren't quite the same as what they used to be. But if you're over here and you like what we do here, just so you know, I'm live over on the Tube. If you're over here on TikTok, I'm live on the Tube at the same time. It's a great place to be. If we get up to 50 concurrent people over there, I'm going to change into a narwhal costume. Also, I put videos out twice a week. They're good videos. They're great videos, in fact. And you should watch them. All this because of a needed signature? All this because the majority is unwilling to do their job, which is, as the majority, negotiate with the minority. That's why the filibuster exists. It's not the Democrats' fault that they don't like it. Hey, happy Halloween. Hey. Okay. You're right. That is a majority. Which means it's their job to negotiate with the minority. You're right. They need the votes of the minority party to pass a bill. That is also correct. Hey, Kayla. Oh, I'm sure. Polnick. No. Love patriotism. It's a horrible name, by the way. I agree, Kolnick. No. Nope. The GOP chose to not negotiate, which is ending up, even though there's funds in the government that the president could use to cover SNAP, specifically for use during a government shutdown. Eric, there is money that is put aside specifically for government shutdowns to fund SNAP that they could use. That's a hilarious name. OMG OCD. Doesn't matter. Big Grizz. Nope. Wrong, Eric. The only people that voted not to fund, the only people that are not allowing SNAP to be funded is the GOP by not negotiating. You stop, Big Grizz. Ask Fetterman? Why would I care what Fetterman thinks? No. If you're in both, sure. Although we're losing people over on the tube. Thanks, Flamingo. I know that you guys who support the Republicans will find any reason to say that it's the other side's fault. I don't care. I don't mind who voted, who put forth the exact same bill 14 times, Tom, with no changes. That's not negotiating. That's not trying to do anything. That's called childishness. You won't vote for this? I'm just going to put forth the exact same thing again. Why is the ACA trash, Eric? What's trash about the ACA? What's trash about a marketplace? Nice to see people step up and help support food banks and neighbors. It is. I just wish they didn't have to. But yep. Ever? Sometimes. Have you read the bill? Yep. And it doesn't matter what the bill says. Do you understand how negotiation works, Blaine? The Republicans put a bill forth. The Democrats put a bill forth. And then they negotiate to get the votes that they need to pass a bill. Hey, Pixie. Hey, Eddie. Thank you, guys. Hey, Chrissy. And the ones in the Senate aren't doing anything different. Although Republicans and Democrats in the Senate are trying to fund SNAP specifically, but Thune won't bring it to the floor. I think that are two separate things. That is crazy, Jamie. Yep. Mwah. Mwah. Wait.
Mwah. Hello and welcome to the Halloween special. Go to the tube. Support me over there. I need it now.
Oh, that was good timing. Tomorrow will be. That is true. That is true, Eddie. Oh, it really is simple, Linda. It really is simple. Which shows how little research they actually do and how little they understand. What's up, Pash? How you doing, friend? Happy Halloween. Guys, if you're over here on TikTok, by the way, just so you know, I'm live over on the tube as well. I'm trying to grow over there. If I get to 50 people, 50 concurrent viewers over on the tube, I will change into a narwhal costume. You're okay? Yeah. Hear about the firings at CBS? I did not. Did not hear about the firings at CBS. Lots going on. That is true. Lots is an understatement, unfortunately. You're just glad you're in for profit right now. I feel you. I feel you. Hey, Gerber Daisy. Shirk you. Aw,
Damn.
David. Grow up, you child.
Yeah, how about you just don't get to talk here no more? Yeah, so I saw the story come down yesterday, and I actually read it. It was a long interview. So, old boy done took over CBS, right? And then they've got Miss Wise or whatever. They didn't went in there, so they have fired, I think right now it's 100 people. They've taken 8 people off the air. All of them are women. And 4 of them are BIPOC people. Miss Chin, Michelle, she was the one, they gutted their CBS morning program. So now, they're going to have the CBS morning anchors that are on during the week will be filling in on that weekend slot. Then one of the people that were supposed to get axed was a dude. He went and talked and whined and complained to Miss Weiss, and she put up, what is that lady? She's got the beautiful accent, and she always is in in the ground overseas, in the I country and G country. She's blonde hair. Oh, shit. What is her name? She's out of the Johannesburg office, but she does a lot of, I've seen her reporting for years over there. She's one of the people, and she had been told she wasn't going to get let go, that she was safe. Turn around there, she's the one that they kicked because the dude was complaining that he didn't get enough time to get to go over there, and he didn't get to go over there and cover the story. But yeah, they got rid of basically because the one lady, she was doing she does a lot of stuff about the country, not politics and money, but the spirituality, the everyday lives of people's traditions and their families, that kind of stuff, the more people pieces, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of her. They got rid of everything DEI related, anything that has to do with any of that, all that got cut. And then they found out, I was reading other articles talking about how they've been cutting other shows and stuff that have been produced or led by people of color. And they had this one guy spoke up, and he was like, why is it that all of the BIPOC people on my staff got fired, but all of the non-BIPOC people got relocated to other shows or different stations or whatever? And the guy was like, well, because I kept the people that I used to work with. Y'all, when we've got people that are coming in talking about they're just going to get rid of, woke people and DEI, when they basically try to turn the national, syndicate, the national news stuff into all YT people, we're in trouble. And people that will parrot and speak on what they say. It's not Clarissa Ward. Let me see if I can find her. She's an older lady. Well, she's definitely older. Deborah Patta, is that maybe her name?
Yes.
Patta? Yeah, the one that you always see overseas, and she be in the shit. She be having to wear the helmets and the vests and all that stuff. Her. Yes, Deborah Patta. Yep. Why are they being fired? So, what's his name? Ellis? Is that his last name? So he's the son of the big conglomerate. He's the one that he took over CBS or bought CBS or whatever, and they call themselves trying to make things run more in alignment. They're going to get rid of woke stuff. They're going to get rid of all this DEI. Yeah.
No, Jeff. No.
That's your door. Why do they want to be so shitty on Halloween? Just like, did you see when they asked, I don't even, Miss Nomi, if she was gonna, Pritzker was talking about, maybe them not doing their thing on Halloween. And it's, as I was sitting there listening, because I've heard a couple different creators play, the news thing or whatever. And she's like, because we're trying to keep this country safe. And I'm sitting here thinking, so on a night where people are going to be dressed up in costumes, you think it's safe for people who are already tripping all over themselves to satisfy their whatever they have against brown folks out here where there's lots of kids with their families, and we think that's a good idea to send people out in these cube garbs with people trick-or-treating with their children.
Jose was saying during the 30 minutes that we were just on the tube that his boss was joking that he was going to dress up with him, that he was going to dress up in a cube costume. I was like, he's like, what should I do? I'm like, you should talk to HR. Did you see DJT give out signed pictures of himself to trick-or-treaters? No, I didn't. Yuck. I've never seen someone as narcissistic as that man.
I've been sitting here talking and didn't realize I was muted. I was like, why does he keep talking over me? And then I looked at my phone and I was like, duh. Oh, shit. That's what 2 hours of sleep would do to you. I am drinking coffee, though. I'm trying to fix it. But it's just so, no citizens have been arrested.
Right.
Yes. They've been saying that stuff. And it's like, how in the hell are you guys okay with this? Like, that it pisses me off and it makes me sad, because it's like, here's a day that's really geared for kids. You know what I mean? Yes, other people can enjoy it as well, but it's geared for kids. Let's have kids have a fucking normal day. So what are we going to do? Are we going to have ICE out there snatching parents while kids are out there, while they're taking their kids trick-or-treating? Or does that mean that all of these brown and black kids are not going to be able to go out trick-or-treating? They're going to have to sit at home?
It's going to be both.
That shit is absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm. Guys, we made it up to 38. We're at 35 again. We can get to 50. I will change. We got 52 minutes. Also, for everyone, if you like content, I put out 2 episodes every single week, and one came out yesterday. If you like podcasts that talk with people, where you can learn about things that are going on and different kinds of people, you should go check it out. We try not to be like a rage baity thing. Question? Yes, Greg. Leah, I did not think it would get. I think the pressure is going to have to build. I think they still think that. I think there are lots of Republican lawmakers that think that they have the capability of blaming. I achieved the goal. Have to set a new one, you guys. It's really cool of you.
Please make sure if you're out trick-or-treating or anything like that, if you're seeing stuff go down, please make sure you're filming it. Please, like, also just be mindful too with it being Halloween when you're out driving this evening, especially 4:30, 5 o'clock-ish time. Be very mindful when you're driving, because little kids like get really excited about running to that next house and getting there first. So please be safe when you guys are out there, even if you're not trick-or-treating yourself. They are our neighbors, Laura. You're right.
Why do the good ones have to be so expensive?
Yeah. It's like the other dude. So Gnome said it, and then the other dude, he was saying it too, doing them stupid numbers. I was listening to Steve go over it. He's like, okay, let's do the math. Dude was like, 70% of the people that we arrested are convicted of crimes and have committed crimes. The other 30% are national security interests, and then the other 30%. And I was like, wait a minute. And Steve's like, wait. He's like, isn't that more than 100% already? And then the crazy shit is, you can't expect, I would say, this is what I would say, as far as when to expect the shutdown. If JD and MJ are still out there and all these other MAGA folks are out there talking about it's the Dems' fault, it's the Dems' fault, it's the Dems' fault, they're trying to starve people, it's not going to end that day. As long as they're continuing to not speak, and I hope the Dems stay strong. I know it's tough, but in the long run, I think people don't realize that if they don't fight for this now, okay, so they start releasing the SNAP, but that's not going to do shit for all your health insurance. How are you going to pay for that? You're not going to be able to pay for food anyway.
Yep. This, again, the people that come in and make the claims are people that are not being affected by what's going on. That's the thing that we need to remember. The people that are coming in and saying, oh no, it's a Democrat, like coming with the confidence of that they should not have, they are not being affected by this. Or I should say, they don't think they're going to be affected by this. Like, they don't care about SNAP. Those are the ones that come in and say, oh, I'm glad my money's not going to them. They should work. As though the 60% of the people on SNAP that are kids or retired should be working.
Or disabled.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just talking about the but yes. Well, yeah, the ones that are of working age, a majority are working. But like 60% of them are 17 or younger or 60 or older.
Britt said something good on the other side. She said they have YT neighbors offering to walk with Latino and Hispanic families for strength in numbers. I think that's a great idea.
I watched part of the press conference this morning. MJ doesn't want to release the funds, and he was stumbling all over the question. Well, yeah, because he already realized he messed up. He already admitted straight up that the reason that they aren't releasing the funds that already exist is to put pressure on Democrats to sign the bill. That is, and I mean, JD Vance, it's already been reported that JD Vance has said the same thing too. Because they know that the Democrats care about this.
Yeah, we know the client. We know people on food stamps. Most people on food stamps are working. Mike's speaking to the people who are not able to work, like the children and the older people. But we know, we know, that's the ignorant part about it. We know most people food stamps work. And I'll tell you, as I've been trying to find a job, I'm one of those people on food stamps. I barely get $100 a month. That's why, like, when you hear people screaming in the comments talking about ripping people off, I'm like, but you don't think EM getting $8 million a day in taxpayer money for bullshit is not, why are you not screaming about that? Why are you not screaming about the fact that all these cuts and everything are taking place in the first place for a tax cut, not for you? Do you realize, like, you're literally out here simping for them? You're doing all as they sit up there and just get more and more money and earn more and more money from doing absolutely nothing.
Yep.
Y'all are angry at the wrong people.
Yup. And by the way, so one of the reasons that I'm really pushing for the episode, for a lot of reasons, so just so you guys know, so what's going on over on the tube is I'm trying to get to the point of monetizing, because ever since the blackout over on TikTok, it hasn't been the same, and I'm barely making anything anymore. And I'm trying to grow this podcast into something. So there's going to be a lot of things going on, and I'm trying to get to the point of monetizing. If I hit to the point of monetization, we're going to have a party. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be live interviews, games, all of that stuff. We're gonna have a party, and the goal is to get it by my birthday, which is near the end of December. So we got like a month, almost 2 months, to try and get it, and we are over halfway. Unfortunately, we're fighting a little bit against because I got a lot of views about a year ago, and are kind of like fighting against that. But we are going up. So, but one of the reasons that I want to try and convince a lot of people to watch the episode that I just posted yesterday is it's about using art to heal from trauma or grief or all of those things. And right now, that's what a lot of us are dealing with, for a lot of different reasons, whether it's family, whether it's the government, whether it's just a lot of different things. And I think, and it's interesting because you'll see me go through a therapy session in it, which is pretty funny. But it just shows that I think it would actually be really valuable for a lot of people. So I highly suggest watching it for that reason. I agree, Karen. Hey, Lori. Hey, April.
And everybody over there, all my fellow muckers on the other side, make sure that you hit your thumbs up, please, over there on the other side as well.
Hey, Christine.
We're tapping and doing all the things on this side. We're at 23,000. Come on, y'all. We could do better than that. Come on, we can do better.
A lot of the people that would normally do a lot of tapping are hanging out over on the tube. So I understand.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. I think, too, part of the numbers, I think part of it comes, I think a lot of people are really burnt out and just worn down, and they're struggling. And I think, because, like, I find it really hard for me to watch anything that has to, after dealing with the crazies in here for the day, like, I find it really tough. Sometimes I'll go like listen like to like RTP because it's more like new stuff, but I find it tough to deal with politics stuff. Although I watched one of your videos the other day, one of yours popped up on my For You page, and you said fucker, and I was like, yes, I love it when you say fuck, because you get so passionate, and I'm like literally with like those especially tend to play a couple more times. They do want to wear us down, and I think for sure a lot of people, because I mean, shit, when you're worried about your healthcare going up and you not being able to afford your healthcare, especially it's really easy for people who are quote unquote healthy to say, who cares? You know what I mean? They don't go to the doctors that often. But for people that have, whether it's physical, mental, whatever, any kind of needs that they have to go see a doctor on a regular basis, like, people worried about their food stamps getting cut. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
And that's one of the reasons I'm trying to push also people over on the tube, because the stuff that I'll be putting out there will have a wider. It's hard for me to not talk about what's going on during the day on the lives. It's just hard. It's one I definitely, like I said, on Fridays after starting next week, we're gonna try and not talk about it at all. We'll have to see how it works. Hopefully it'll work. But it's hard during the lives just because, there's a lot of things that are going on. Submission. But just so you know, the other thing that I want to do is, and I'll be putting a donation goal for it. I want to do, once I get to the point of being able to do members on the tube, I want to make it so members can see. I want to do what are they called? Why am I blanking? I want to get a thing on a gimbal that I can record myself talking about something while I walk. That's accessible to people that are members. I forget what it's called. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. Words are hard today, I guess. It's overwhelming. Yeah, I hear you, Christine.
And being that today is Halloween, just totally off track. I mean, but there's a couple Halloween baking shows. I don't usually watch baking shows. And even these, you guys
Vlog,
know,
yes, thank you, Lucy.
I'm not a foodie, but watching those, like there's one on Netflix, and then there was one like that came on. I watch it on Discovery Plus. I don't know what channel it came on, but they're like Halloween themed. So if you want something fun and cute to watch these people make all these scary things that are actually edible is quite insane.
Victor, they voted on the exact same bill. They made no changes to it. Come on. Stop letting the people that you like just get away with doing bullshit. You know what I thought was funny, and I just finally watched it. There's a movie that came out on Netflix that is talking about basically from different perspectives, a 20-minute period from when a nuclear launch happens, and how, and like what would happen in this country if it happened, kind of a thing. Nope, not a clean CR, but thank you for playing. And in part of it, they're talking about the interceptor missiles. Hey, Didi. And how they have a 60% success rate in intercepting them once they hit the upper atmosphere. And the Pentagon, or specifically our favorite Secretary of Defense, put out a thing is like, that's not true. Our missile systems are 100%. And it's like, no, they're not. They've never have been, and they probably never will be. So I had to go watch the movie to watch it, and I was like, to see what was going on with it. It was pretty funny. I'm looking forward to making a video about it and laughing at how defensive they're getting at the realities. Be like, no, we're so much better than we really are. It's really funny.
And what is it on?
It's on Netflix. I forget what it's called. It's something Dynamite. It just came out. I can look it up. It's called whoop, A House of Dynamite.
Oh, that little ghost is cute. House of Dynamite.
Yep.
Okay. All right, y'all. We're at like 38 on the other side. Come on, 12 more. 12 more. Come on. If you've got more than one piece of equipment at your hands, you can be on more than one. We could do more than one place at once.
Or you could just go hang out over there because you don't have to worry about your stuff getting filtered. And it's just a cooler place to be.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is if 10 or 12 people went from here right over to there, like right now, I'd actually have more people on the tube than I would over here, which would be hilarious to me.
Thanks, Lewis, and thanks everybody for the gifts. Come on,
Tab
y'all.
more what you're building. No worries, Heather.
Come on, Clint. Come on over.
Come on in. The water's fine.
Join the muckers. We're the muckers over there because you guys might get run over by cats.
Is that what you wanted? I don't know. I don't know.
Bark like a dog.
I'm not a dog.
Bark like a big
I'm
dog.
a red panda.
Do you not know what movie that's from?
No.
Bark like a dog. Woof, woof. Bark like a big dog. Woof, woof. Hop on one foot.
No, I don't know that.
Okay, come on, y'all. Please tell me somebody in one of these chats know what movie that is. Bark like a dog. Woof, woof. Bark like a big dog.
Coming to America?
Yes.
There you go.
Good job. Heck yeah. You're my new favorite.
I was reading a while back about the maintenance required for the silos, and Trump is using those funds for his plane. Shocker! Little red panda with a big attitude. That's right. Right.
Yeah, it's Coming to America. Have you never seen Coming to America?
I have. It's been a long time though. I haven't seen it in a while.
The new one was actually pretty good too. You know, sometimes when it goes a long time in between movies, decades like that, sometimes it can just be bad. The second one was actually really good too.
You have to go vote. All right, Jennifer, go vote.
Go vote. Yay!
I'm gonna cook and watch Rocky. Ooh, nice. Vote, vote, vote.
Yeah, Eleanor, that one was pretty good. The sequel was actually pretty good.
Your best friend lives in Georgia and she voted yesterday. Heck yeah. Everyone should vote. There's always going to be local elections. Everywhere. There's always state or local elections going on in every single state. Guaranteed. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Quality. Quality.
I've never seen it.
My daughter loves that. But she likes musicals a lot, so that's not surprising.
I think that's probably why I've never seen it, because I mean, I realize just like as everybody's getting all excited about the new Wicked coming out, and I'm just like, meh.
I like anything with music. What's your thoughts on the ballroom really being a massive database? Really wouldn't surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise me at all. None of this would surprise me at this point. Need to go vote too since I'm off. Then it's off to the food pantry to volunteer. Aw. That's awesome.
It is awesome. And Eleanor, oh, I actually like the new Hocus Pocus. I love the story of Winifred as a little girl. Like, I could totally see her being like that as a little girl. And Linda, like, I watched halfway through Wicked, and I just had like this uneasy kind of semi-disgusted feeling and turned it off.
I don't know why they would need another bunker. There's already one under there if my memory serves. I don't know why they would need another one, but whatever. It's gonna take a while to build that. So I don't know what they think they're gonna get out of it.
Heck yeah, but you're up to 39 thumbs up over on the other side. That's good.
Heck yeah.
He has to plate it in gold.
Probably.
We do go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show routinely every Saturday night at midnight. Oh, that's cool.
Musical is so different. Yep. It was like when I watched Jurassic Park after reading because I read the book first and then went to watch Jurassic Park. Didn't matter how good Jurassic Park the movie was. It didn't feel right because it was so different than the book.
See, I didn't know Jurassic Park was a book.
Yep.
Was it, because like some books, it's like they do, some book to movies are very similar. And of course they add some stuff in, to make it into a movie. Or was it just totally different?
They cut a lot out. They basically did a lot of what was in the book in like the 3 movies and then added more, obviously. Do you mind explaining what the filibuster is? The filibuster is a Senate rule that makes it where you need to get 60 votes in order to bring any bill to the floor. And yeah. It basically requires 60 votes in order to pass legislation. It's just a Senate rule, but it's a Senate rule that's designed to give the minority some negotiating power. That is the purpose of it. We went every Friday in the early 80s when I was in high school. Great memories. That's awesome. Fortunately, I have to get ready for work. Y'all be safe. Look out for your neighbors. Have a little fun. All right, Ash. Have a good day. I'm sorry we didn't make it up to 50 so you could see it, but you know what? I'm sure it'll come out at some point. Maybe if we hit monetization, I'll put it on. I used to wear this and the other one all the time. I used to have like sub rewards that if I hit certain things, I would put on one of these outfits.
Wait a minute. Is this was it last year? And you were like, we did something and you're like, if we get here, I'll put on the red panda costume. Is that the red panda costume?
Yeah.
It just, when you say that, like it just popped in my head.
Yup. The post 9/11 bunker is connected to the treasury, so DJT can Scrooge McDuck all day, every day. Yep. About to say, there's stuff already is there. That's why it's like, I don't know what they're doing. It's all messed up. It's a waste of money. Oh, Red Panda's one of my favorites too.
Red pandas are so cool in real life too. They're really cool.
Watching them eat grapes is the funnest thing. They love grapes.
I was crafting last night. There's a gentleman in Australia. His name is Butcher, the like animal something. He does like rehab rescue for like kangaroos and different things in Australia. And I happened to see him on. I found him through Matt's Critters. He had battled him once. And I go in there. There's this giant male kangaroo just like chilling because he's like, they're more active at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
He was laying there with his big ass bowl of like food with his arms. He was like laying down enough where you could tell he was a boy. Let's just say it that way. You could see everything in the back. And that joker was literally laying there with his arms around the food, just dipping his head down like a cow, just laying there eating the damn food. Happy Halloween in Alaska.
Happy Halloween, Emma. Oh.
Oh man, there was something else I saw I was going to bring up today. I've heard a lot of people talk about like they in their towns and areas like they do is it Rocky Horror, they do like drive-ins or movie watchings or their
Mhm.
school put on performances and I was like and I've never seen it. But I also have never seen that I know of the what's the show that had like I'm a Bill and all of that? Schoolhouse Rocks. I don't
Oh,
remember that either.
yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do the commercial now. Come on, Zeus, let's go outside. I'm so glad the sun's shining. It's a beautiful day in North Carolina. I hope that everybody, if you have little ones that are going out to trick or treat, make sure you pay attention to what the weather's going to be. Don't forget, it'll be dark. It may be chilly depending on where you are. Make sure you're looking out for those little kiddos as you're driving home from work this evening. Well, Patty.
Whoa. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate you.
Patty always comes through. I love seeing you guys the same faces every day, supporting my brother. It means a lot to all of us, I think. And it's a whole costume, Emma. He said it's a whole thing with the tail.
Yep. Ready?
So y'all,
You want to see it?
yeah, yes, yes. Do it, do it. Oh shit. Hey, everybody gets to see they saw a little tail today.
You got some tail today, guys.
Some tail. Zeus.
Shout out Red Pandas. Exactly. Exactly. Why did my numbers go up once I showed tail? I don't get it.
Sorry, I had to stop. Zeus was about
No,
to
you're
lose
good.
his mind. Bruh, come away from the fence. Come on.
Bruh.
He's got all his hair standing up all the way down his back.
Quiet here this morning. Yeah.
It is quiet.
Well, there's
So yeah, let's make sure we're doing all the things. If you haven't already, I've seen a lot of heart me's, but if you haven't already sent your heart me, let's make sure you go ahead and send those heart me's, do your comments, send the popular live, do all the things. Make sure you collect your points. You get the points, Mike gets the points, everybody gets the points. That helps tell TikTok and all the places and the people that we like what we're doing. Make sure you also, if you get a chance, pop on over to the other side and make sure you hit your thumbs up. At least drop a comment, emoji, something. During your time when you're not here with us live, check out the podcast. It's nice listening. I like to listen to it while I'm either driving or doing something. It's easy to listen to.
nice HNR. That's awesome that you got voted in New Jersey. By the way, so everyone knows, Tuesday is election day, and we will be live a good chunk of the day. We'll have to see how things go. I couldn't end up going as long as I wanted to even last time, so we're just gonna go as long as we can, but we're gonna be going live and keeping an eye on all of the major things that are going on. So the governor's elections, the AG elections, the mayoral election in New York City, the Prop 50 in California. So
Yeah. Make sure you share the live. Make sure you do all the things, definitely. And Tiffany, we have like the smaller elections, local elections. Well, not all of us have smaller ones. Like there's a
No.
big one, governor race, a couple states, different things like
New
that.
Jersey and Virginia are pretty big elections.
Can I steal your screen for a second?
Sure. Oh,
That's Blue Kravitz. Here's Okoye. There's M'Baku. There's Stepmama Wafi. It's Big Girl Iris. Mon chéri j'adore. And
oh
little-
yeah, AJ. They're saying that it wasn't meant for it now. Yup.
See, I just wanted to give everybody something to make sure they're still they dig at these collars. They're still getting used to them. Just wanted to give everybody a little dose of kitty loving this morning. That's what keeps me semi-sane.
Yep.
This.
I just play video games where I can get out all my aggression.
But you know, when there's 8 kittens with their purr motors going on
I'm sure.
high dual, oh my gosh.
I'm sure.
When I first wake up in the morning and they all come running all over me and they lay down, I'm telling you, it's a gift and a curse, because when they get too excited and they forget to retract their claws and they want to say like, hey mommy, I'm right here, I've literally got little nicks all over. I'm scared if I went to the doctors, they'd be like, are you okay?
I saw a theory that they aren't releasing the money because it's gone. That would not surprise me at all, Steffi, considering how much money they've spent over what we brought in. Would not surprise me one iota. Really wouldn't.
I don't think they get, you know, like that's one of the things like I've been hearing played, because I don't, you know, watch those like newsy type, the political type stuff shows. That's why I like listening, like if I do RTP, because he clips all of those little things and I'm like, good, you do all the work, you watch all the shit, so I don't have to watch it, I can just watch it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you listen to these clips and you hear, especially when they're talking to or being interviewed by somebody that actually has some pushback, and they're like, okay, so Trump can release or Congress can release these emergency funds to go ahead and do SNAP. Why are you doing that instead of continually trying to blame it on the Democrats? And all they do is lie. The Democrats. It's the Democrats.
That's true.
And go ahead and get old girl sworn in. This shit is ridiculous. If I hear him talk about, oh, we did it for the people in Florida that one time because they picked the date and they had all their family and the pomp and circumstance, she done said, I don't give a damn about all of that.
We can't do it while the government's closed. Yes, you can. Yes,
and you
can.
Did. And you did.
Yeah.
It's really crazy when you literally did it.
DeWine in Ohio released. A lot of states are releasing money. There's even some the former wife of what's his face, the Amazon guy, Bezos is giving money towards helping food banks and stuff like that.
And all I can't help but sit here and think is, wow, imagine how good a shape North Carolina would have been in if the GOP wouldn't have taken that $463 million surplus and put it towards fucking private school vouchers. But small government, right?
Mm-hmm. Your daughter and boyfriend, ACA, or best friend, I don't know which, premium doubled. I'll never forgive these people for the torture. Yeah? Explain Fetterman. What do you mean explain Fetterman?
There's nothing to explain about Fetterman.
Just because someone chooses to support it does, like, again, do you think that everyone in the Democrat or Republican Party should be on the same page all the time? Just because he's choosing to vote for a specific reason doesn't mean that everyone else, they need a certain amount of votes. And in order to get those votes, they need to negotiate. Just because Fetterman decided that he didn't need it, or he does not feel that, that he's willing to vote for it, means nothing. No one.
It's kind of weird to come in and ask somebody else to explain a whole other grown-ass man's thoughts and views. That's wild.
Fetterman is a human being with his own opinions on things. It doesn't change the fact that the purpose of the filibuster is to require negotiation, and the GOP is choosing not to negotiate.
that part. But I think too, if anything, I think especially with the cost of everything just going haywire, I think we're going to see an uptick in multi-generational living, and I'm really curious like about numbers for that. Like, is that something that's tracked? Is that something that, you can see an increase or not? Because, for so long, especially some of the generations, like older part of our generation, the generation for us, it was like, if you weren't like 18, 19, maybe 20 and not have your own place and everything, or you were, even when you became a young adult, you were like looked down on when you didn't have your own place. And it's like, I hope we get over that. And I hope we get over like that we have to be by ourselves for ourselves all the time, that we can do so much better together. I really, census data would show that. You're right, Steffi, if you can trust that.
I mean, we're halfway through, so the census, so the actual information is going to be different in places now anyways, but
True. Being there's not, unless you're on a actual like computer, on the other over there on that side, you have to actually type out the name and at them. That's why you'll see we do like shorter names or whatever, and you have to just type it out and put it. That's the one drawback. I wish they had this interface with that. And that's the door that you guys hear.
I have not watched it yet. Deep V.
I know, what's her face? Jasmine. Jasmine says she accepts oh boy's thing to do that test.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if she'll be able to draw a clock at 10 minutes past 12. If she knows what a camel or an elephant is, or a rhino.
On Jasmine's worst day, she can do better. She could do better than Trump on his best day, even when he was younger. Like, there's not even like, I know it's a dementia test and not an IQ test, but even on an IQ test, Crockett would
She'd run circles.
would run circles around.
Even if you gave him a head start.
Mm-hmm.
Like it. I feel that, Steffi, when I tell you, I truly feel that. Or even if we don't do family, even if we do, family, the friends that become our family that we choose ourselves, like, don't make it a weird thing to have a roommate, or to have roommates or housemates or however you want to call it.
Correct, Duffy. It's different now. And that's the part that a lot of people don't seem to understand.
Yes, Duffy, exactly. Even if you gave them an open book test. The No Presidential Payouts Act. What is that?
It think it has to do with the president taking money. Stop taxpayer dollars from covering the president's legal bills. There you go.
There we go. Heck yeah. Because it's ridiculous. I understand, like, if it was just like a policy thing and whatever, but it's like when you're at the point where you're at over 400 court cases in a few months already, the amount of tax dollars that's going to cost, and then this mofo has the audacity to try to get back $230 million in court fees. Fuck that. That's ridiculous. The caucasity of it is just astounding.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do that, if they do it, it's yeah. If they do that, they're going to be in trouble. I also saw a thing pop on my phone. I did not read the article talking about breaking news. The DOJ is investigating BLM movement for fraud.
Of course they are.
How can you even?
I don't know. All right, you want to do the commercial? I'm probably going to jump off a little early today. I'm tired.
Well, I was doing it, and then you started
I
talking.
know. That's all my fault.
Fucker. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go too, so I can get ready to go live. But y'all, we're coming to the end of the day. It's Halloween today. Happy Halloween. I hope that everybody has a fantastic, day out, either giving out to the little childrens or taking out your own childrens, trick or treating. Make sure you're doing all the things. Put on your hazards if you're stopping, if you're taking your car. Make sure you got flashlights. Make sure you're watching out for the little ones dashing in and out the street. Please watch out for your neighbors if you live in an area where you have people that may be targeted. Even if it's, hey, I see, a suspicious vehicle, put it on a neighborhood app so people can stay away from that area. um, Make sure, if you haven't already, I saw when I started last time a lot of heart me's. Please make sure that you send your heart me's. If you haven't, make sure you collect all your points, especially if you've gifted the host. Thank you for your tapping over here. Remember, every time you guys come, do all the things, engage. Thumbs up on the other side, hearts on that side, tapping over here. Heart me's. We want these places to know we appreciate Mike and what he does and what he says. Make sure you're checking out the podcast when you guys are not here with us. Over on the other side, he also has like mid, short, long term,
Long term.
long term, long term videos. Yeah, long form videos. Um, Definitely check them out. There's a bunch of different interesting, all kinds of different topics that are not just politics. So definitely take a chance to check that out. Join us on the Discord. You can get notifications, especially if you're somebody like me who doesn't get TikTok notifications at all anymore since the blackout. You get a notification every day when he goes live and all the places wherever he goes live, so you don't miss anything. Um, Make sure you're checking out the podcast. There's two episodes come out weekly. There was one just released yesterday. Make sure you check that out. Check out the Substack if you're able. Make sure you subscribe wherever you can. That definitely helps. We want our brother to be able to keep doing this, keep providing this nice safe space for all of us, and maybe we'll get to see him in a narwhal costume. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. And thanks for the gifts for me, brother. I hope you be safe. Are you giving out candy? Do you guys do candy?
Usually I haven't paid attention to what
Okay.
we're doing. We're doing something probably.
Gotcha. I live out in the country. No one comes to my house. There's no sidewalks or safe way for children to walk. So we don't ever get trick-or-treaters. So
Makes sense.
be safe. Be
Yep.
safe, everybody. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. And
Yep.
I'll see some of you guys in a little bit.
But yeah, guys, thank you for everything. And again, please watch the episodes. That helps so much. We're getting the view hours up really quickly. We're like, at the rate, if we can grow faster, like right now, like with my lives, we're getting like a few hundred view hours a week, which is great. If we can get it even faster, then we can do a lot more cool things. There's a lot more cool things that I'd like to do. So let's just put it that way. So if you like what we do here, any support, all the support is very helpful. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. I appreciate everyone's support. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the gifts. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Hope you have a safe Halloween. I'll see y'all on Monday. You guys are amazing just the way you are. And I love y'all very much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Remember to sing, laugh, dance, smile. Do something that makes you happy. Bye, guys. Goodbye, YouTube. I'll see y'all Monday.